Hey, Mr. Bledsoe, this is Noah Carawan, and this is my Unit 7 project. I chose option number one, and I chose this because, among other things, it's made me think differently about a lot of stuff. Like, there's a game I play. It's very similar to the Let's Make a Deal thing. I think they probably did it after it because there were the thing you do, there are three options that you can choose from, and behind one is something good. But it costs you stuff to pick a door. So I always choose one in my mind, and then there's an option below. It costs resources, but less than a door, and it'll mark one out for you that's not it. So then I always switch the one that I'm on to the other one, and it results in using a lot less than I used to. So here's the explanation. This is the let's make a deal thing. There are three doors. One, two, three. Behind one is the car. Now, let's say you chose this one, and these are the two that were not it. Each door has a 1/3 chance of being right. So if you chose this one, there's a 1/3 chance that if you stay, you've got it right. And there's a 2/3 chance that you're wrong. But then I mark out one. The host marks out one. He marks out the middle one. So if he marks this one out, most people automatically assume there's a 50-50 chance he'll get it right, but that's not wrong. I mean, that is wrong. There's a 2/3 chance that if you switch, it's right. Now, here's the explanation for that. Or here's the way I explain it. Here, you have 3 cups of water. They're all filled up the same weight, so you can't feel that there's any difference. And then there's a marble in one of them. And then you choose the one here on the left. That's the one you think has a marble in it. You then you pour the one that's in here into this glass, and the two that aren't in there to this glass. So there's a 1/3 chance of marbles in this glass and a 2/3 chances in this glass. And then to compensate for the way it's like the let's make a deal thing, you take half of the water out of this glass for the one that was not the door. There's still a 2/3 chance the marble was in here. That didn't change. So that's how I explain it in my head. And now here's a little experiment to show why I think it's right. Why it's right. Now here's the first experiment. In this one, you stay every time. Now you choose for the sake of the argument, we'll choose the middle one every time. And as you can see, it has for all three options, it has every place the car could be. It could be on the left, the center, or the right. So let's start it. You choose the middle one. The host marks this one out, and I stay. But that's not the one in the car. I get it wrong, so that would be an X. And then for the second one, I pick the middle one. Again, the host marks out the one on the right, but I stay. I don't want to switch to that one. And I end up being right. The car is there. And then for the third option, again, I pick the middle. The host this time marks one out on the left, and again, I stay, but it's wrong, so that'd be an X. So there is a 1/3 chance of getting it right if you keep the one that you started with. And now here's the second experiment. It's got the same thing. It's got the car on the left, the center, and the right on all three, and you pick the middle one. Except on this one, we switch every time. So you pick the middle one. The host marks this one out. And then you switch. Oh, look, you got it right. The car was there. Now here's the second one. You start with the middle one again. The host again marks the one on the right out. And then you switch to the one on the left. But you got it wrong, so that one would be an X. And then on here's the last one. You again start with the one in the middle. The host marks the one on the left out. And you switch. And the car is there. So that's a check. Which would result in getting it right 2/3 of the time. So that's it, Mr. Bledsoe. This is my explanation of the let's make a deal problem. Have a good day.